Yo, what's up, bros and broettes? Today is an extremely exciting day.
That car driving make you feel some type of way. That custom writing make you feel some type of way.
For me, and it's gonna be for you guys too. One, I have awesome freaking news. Awesome freaking news. I finally pulled the trigger on the next biggest purchase that I have to make for this car. And you probably already know from the previous videos that you've been watching. That's the wiring harness. The evil queen here, she needs her wiring harness. You know, so I can't go any further with her as far as like trying to make sure the engine's good. I mean, I've already seen the compression videos for the engine. The compression videos are good. I just want to make sure that she runs. I want to get everything hooked up, plugged in, turn the key, start her. So with that being said, the wiring harness is ordered today. I ordered it today. It's paid for, and it should be getting shipped out here probably, hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then it'll start getting shipped out probably next week sometime. And I'll probably get it next week. So we're looking at a starting time for this car to try and start it next week, probably by next weekend, which is freaking awesome. So with that being said, I kind of quit procrastinating with the fuel pump and the fuel tank. With that being said, today in this video, I'm going to be pulling out the fuel sending unit, pull out the pump, and get the new Walbro 255 pump that I have bought to put in so that it can feed the gas, feed the fuel that engine needs when it's running. So with that said, let's go ahead and get that fuel pump out. It is very, very simple in our 240s, especially the hatch. I already have the plate off for back here. It is literally, you have 4 bolts. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have the little plate that covers this as two screws, and then you just unplug it, you know, from there. And then after that, you have your 2 lines. Now make sure to take a picture of your lines so you don't lose where you're at with your lines, and try to keep them, like what I'll typically do is move this line over that way and move that line over that way. But I also have, typically there's Phillips head screws in here, but I actually swapped out my what's it called, my hardware, my screws. I got locking washers and new screws, Allen head style screws, to take those out. So there's a total of 6. You take those out after you get your lines off, and this whole assembly comes out. So I am going to go ahead and get that out. So again, sorry for the terrible lighting, but I'm going to go ahead and get these screws out. So.
You know, I fell for fools gold. I fell for fools gold. What did I know? What did I know? I fell for fools gold. I fell for fools gold. What did I know? What did I know? You were fool's gold. Yes, I did.
Alright, the fuel pump is out. You know, as you can see, the oxidation and everything. But this thing's been sitting for so long with barely any gas in it. Let me get a light so that you guys can see inside the tank. Alright guys, so I got my light. Let me go ahead and turn it on. So it isn't actually looking too bad. The stuff that you see, yeah, I got surface rust again inside. I mean, you can see it, that stuff that's on there, like on the inside in there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, that's rust. That's rust in there. It's surface rust. Yeah, that's just surface rust. I mean, I can rub it off. Rub it off. But that's just surface rust. I'm just gonna fill it up with water. Once I get the tank out, I'm gonna fill it up with water, put some muriatic acid in what I have left, and it should be, since that isn't really like tough rust, the muriatic acid that I have left should be plenty to eat that rust out. Actually no, I might just go ahead and buy 1 more gallon, so just to be on the safe side. But with that said, I am gonna go ahead and get the fuel pump switched out. Alright, so we got our main wires. The main reason I cut those because I wanted to get some somewhat fresh. So we have our new boot, which is going to go, it should go right here, like that. And our pump sits in there with our new sock. I'm not quite sure what that's for, but I'll put it around the pump anyways. Our new, these will be soldered, you know, these ends will be soldered onto these ends, so that's our wiring harness piece. A new hose piece and some new clamps. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to use these clamps or use the tension clamps again, but I definitely do need to get this all cleaned up. So as you can see, the new pump is installed, soldered, and heat shrink tubing on it. Everything is nice and clean. I'm probably just gonna get a zip tie and zip tie it like so, just to kind of keep it clean and out of the way when it comes to reinstalling it. So yeah, all done. Pump is done. Now they get the fuel tank out and get it cleaned up so I can reseal it. But fuel tank coming out will be tomorrow, so yeah. Until tomorrow. Yo, what's up guys? I know I didn't film everything that I was going to film, but it is all right. I've showed you guys how to clean the rust out of the gas tank before. That's a video that's already been done. I had to redo it again on this car, mainly because it's been sitting for almost a year yet again, with very little fuel in it, and the gas tank wasn't sealed before. So there was a bunch of surface rust on it again, so I went ahead and cleaned it again with muriatic acid, and then actually went with the sealer this time. Everything is actually put back together, which is awesome. I already have the fuel pump back in, which is the Walbro 255. And I have the gas tank sealed. So yeah, I'm just happy that it actually turned out pretty well. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I think if I would have done it again, if I would have to do it again, I would go with a bigger can of the sealer, but the small can was all right. I don't think it hit everything, but it hit enough. I'm not worried about it because I will be getting gas in this thing soon. And it should be getting back on the road here soon, so fingers crossed. And that's because you guys know the wiring harness is literally on the way. By the time of me filming this end part of this video, to like today is literally Thursday. When I started this video, it was like, shit, the weekend, last weekend. So I'm finishing the end of this video today on Thursday, literally like 5 days later. The wiring harness is already shipped. It will be here this Saturday. So that means that wiring harness is going in on this Saturday, which is, what did I say, the 26th, 27th, 28th. So April 28th, that wiring harness is going in, and we'll go for the first start, which I'm super excited about. I'm so excited to finally start this thing for the first time. I'm just hoping that everything goes well. There's no exhaust on it, so it'll be super loud. There's no intercooler kit. There's no intake part for the mass airflow sensor or anything like that. So it'll just be a start with no MAF sensor. And with that said, like I said, it'll just be a start with no MAF sensor. So those are things that I still have to order. I have the MAF sensor, I just don't have the piping and everything to hook it up. With what I mean is, like I said, I'm keeping the stock intake for at least for now. If I ever go bigger power, we'll definitely upgrade the intake to a Goretti style intake. I'm not spending that much money on a Goretti style intake. So if I ever do go big power, it'll still be big. It'll be budget big power. So with that said, yeah. So I have to get the intercooler kit, which will run right here and here. So those will actually come down, from like right here, come down and then into. I'll have to cut out a hole for them. They'll run in through here. And then right down in there, you can't see it because it's dark as hell. At least on camera it's really dark. But right here, where my hand's at, kind of see my fingers moving around there. The intake will come out through here, and route like this, and then up to right here where the filter will be. Now what I'm doing is ordering the intake pipe, like a generic eBay one from for a KA24. So I'll just use that and cut the pieces that I need for it, because it comes with the air filter and the MAF adapter, and that's what I need to make everything work. So that's what I'm going to use. So yeah, I do need to get an O-ring or a gasket or something for the MAF sensor, because I don't have one on mine. But with that said, things are coming together. This is a lot of jibber jabbering, so I'm gonna end my video here. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, guys, because it does go a long ways. Thank you again for watching the video and supporting my channel by liking and subscribing. So with that being said, until next time, guys, peace out and never look back.